everyone, and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in National Park Girls, where Younger Bro did his due diligence research and looked up National Park Girls, as I said. And what did you find?
Nothing.
Yep. However, I did further research, and there is in fact exactly one fan art. There is one single National Park Girl that has been fan-made, so they have now got minimal fan art of one single fan art.
It's very sad.
It is! I can't remember what national park it's for, but it's something like... It's some national park that's like a Jesuit national park or something. I don't remember.
Alright.
I want to bring my friend.
Reaper or small?
You didn't
Reaper or small one?
You didn't let me read it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
I want to bring my
We already
friend.
read the first one. I think that was the one we ended on.
Reaper or small one?
Reaper. She's part of it.
She's part of it.
I refuse.
Yeah, that's not the answer I'm looking for.
Nickname though.
Reaper!
If things go wrong, just teleport away. I'm gonna come with you. You're so dead.
Everyone's coming.
Nuh-uh.
Why is the
Why
rock
am I not dead now, smarty
almost
pants?
off the screen?
Just because of how they drew him.
Yeah. Plus, I can
But
fly.
he was here
Bugs
before.
can't.
Why is he here?
I'll lift
I don't
you
know.
up if they start being aggressive again. Oh, you always lift me up, Zion.
I can't
I
physically.
love you, Yellowstone. Zion.
Nah.
Yellowstone.
Nah.
Ay, Dios. If it'll make you two shut up, then fine.
Yeah, see, now they're realigned.
Val swooshes her way next to me with Zion.
This better work.
Dwayne appears!
Dwayne pokes out from behind Val's leg.
Hero, hero, hero! Heretic Prince! Heretic Prince!
Heretic Prince! Prince Dwayne!
The rocks go on high alert as soon as Dwayne shows his adorable face. They close in on the four of us, circling in like a pack of
Bring
wolves.
the Heretic Prince, you dig? Dig!
Cerberus,
Digga.
don't tell me you're a prince?
No. His name is Dwayne. And we're back. Our marching goes on. Gravel got into my left... Into my left what? Just the left side of her body, I guess. Gravel got into my left through one of the holes. I don't wear socks anymore, so it's been ripping and tearing at my skin between my toes. Yeah, she means shoes, but it's just my left.
My left.
She's referring to the left side of her body. Yeah, this was very not well thought through. Because Yosemite is the least athletic person on the planet. At a certain point, it started to develop into a blister. Every step I take, the gravel rubs against the small open wound. Hey, Yosemite, do you think you could carry your girlfriend since she has a welt? I know you're not really athletic, and that would exhaust the fuck out of you. Still, none of that is as painful as hearing Yosemite's groaning. Can't take a single step without her unleashing a pain moan.
You got something to say, Yosemite? Like an apology?
No, not particularly. It's just that this is excruciating.
I glance over my shoulder. She's 10 feet behind me, at least. Her shoulders propel her forward as she walks, with her legs dragging behind her. As nimble and quick as sludge.
And whose fault is that? Yours, clearly. You're the one I drove 500 miles for.
It's only 500 miles to Death Valley. Every word is punctuated by heavy breathing. She is so dainty, like a wilting flower. It's kind of funny, actually. The personification of a national park is an out-of-shape nerd. She doesn't have to know that, though. As far as she should be concerned, she should think I think she's an irritating pile of misery that selfishly drags people into her vortex of garbage. But she's an irritating pile of misery that came looking for me. People like Jessie and now Yosemite are always trying to prove something about myself to me. Why do they do that? Because you clearly have a problem and won't solve it yourself. I know what I am, and they seem to believe otherwise. It pisses me off.
Well, Yosemite, maybe next time you'll think twice before tossing someone into a life or death scenario to prove a point.
How was I supposed to know it would take us to the middle of nowhere? I don't think... Wait,
Her ears wiggle.
next time? That means there will be more opportunities to teach valuable life lessons, whether you like it or not. And in order for that to happen, we would have to be in close proximity to each other.
She's processing the next time and just being like, oh, perfect. That means you're coming back.
Which means that you've decided to come home. Oh, Eve, I always knew I would be able to topple those walls you've built.
Is she delusional?
Still not used to her calling me Eve. Before it was always Ranger or some kind of snide nickname. Death Valley does the same thing, but I think I prefer Yosemite's nicknames more, even if they suck.
You're delusional.
There it is.
Incorrect. I am merely an optimist.
Liar. You used to tell me that you were a realist.
Yes, she's a realist that's actually an optimist. Oh god, I am Yosemite National Park.
I changed my mind.
I was doing just fine without you.
You were starving and dying without me.
Which one of us is the liar now?
We've been trudging through the desert for 2 hours now. My hand, already sunburnt from the last month, is
How
starting...
do you know it's been 2 hours?
Estimate? She has a watch, maybe? It's like right there, in the shot.
She does actually have a watch.
My hand, already sunburnt from the last month, is starting to form a new layer of bright red. Even though my model shows literally none of that. Yosemite doesn't know it, but we were lucky enough to have landed somewhere on the Panamint Ridge. I figure that with another hour of walking...
It said range.
Yeah, range. I figure that with another hour of walking, we'll be able to find a trail that takes us to Telescope Peak. That's where the easy part ends, though. From there, we've got to hike up a whole damn mountain. Assuming we manage to make it that far. That's the thing about these girls. They can get hurt or they'll erupt up, but they're going to be fine when it's all said and done. As long as nothing happens to their parks, they can heal. I'm not strong enough to bounce back from this stuff, and I'm tired of trying to. I'm so tired.
Are you just going to stew in silence this entire trip? You must have lost your edge out here. Can't even argue properly now.
She's so desperate.
I ever tell you how obvious you are?
Have you ever considered that perhaps I purposefully dumb myself down for your sake?
I snort, not because I'm already out of breath from hiking, or if it's because Yosemite said something stupider than usual.
You have too much pride to dumb yourself down. So I think you're just naturally dumb. And you want to know how I know that, Yosemite? Because you pull out the same tactics as everyone else who has ever tried to get a rise out of me.
The slow, dragging footsteps behind me stop.
There is a difference.
I stop walking and wait.
Unlike them, I actually care about you. I'll keep letting you know that until you're sick of it. Then I'll still keep doing it. Why else would I be walking beside an idiot like you?
When I turn around, she's pulled her hat down over her eyes. Cute. What the hell? Who says that kind of stuff and means it? Your girlfriend! Someone like Yosemite? What? No, God, stop. Stop it, stop it, stop it. If I go down that road, I might actually start to believe she... Oh, no, don't do that. By the time my dry throat forces me to gulp, the moment has passed. I can see the situation clearly again. Yosemite carrying does not make up for her going against what I want. You won't tell her what you want, and more than that, what you want actively is killing you. So, no. You don't get what you want. Of course, I already knew she cared. Lots of people care. I care. No, you don't care. You literally
No,
don't
you don't.
care! That's the entire point of this! You don't care! But caring doesn't change a thing.
We
I'm only
care.
one set of footprints here.
She needs to cut this crap out right now. I'm not going to be able to stand spending the next day with her. If she keeps acting like this, I'll lose it.
Well, that's just because I'm carrying you, scrub.
Didn't know your comebacks dealt in Hallmark cards now. You're so well read.
When did you notice the footprints?
Long time ago, when we were in Zion. and you ran off crying into the woods. You giant diva. Leave no trace. Kind of fitting for what you are, don't you think?
What is that supposed to mean?
Her tone is sharp.
Some of us would rather leave a mark than have it fade.
You know I didn't mean it like that.
She's not just trying to start something this time. I touched a nerve. It's not that hard to do when it's her we're talking about. There's a light drumming in the center of my head. A wave of heat ripples through my body. And then a second later I get the chills from sweating. Really wish I was thrashed right about now.
But now that you mention it, it wouldn't kill you to take a little comfort in how good you've got it.
She breathes in deeply and fixes her eyes on me. Guess the conversation's going there.
I would suggest you choose your next words very carefully.
You know what? No. You were the one who wanted to talk, Yosemite. So let's talk.
I close the distance between us. If I wanted to, I could get in her face real quick. Might still do it, too.
This doesn't surprise me anymore. But you've got a pretty warped view about people and how they work. Because you're so self-absorbed, you can't imagine anyone thinking any differently than you. But that's the thing. We couldn't be more different. You want to know why that is?
She crosses her arms. What an answer.
Nature is resilient. And guess what you are? Oh, sure. People do a bang-up job of mucking it up. We might even end up fracking our way straight into hell. But remove the sickness, and the foliage and dirt usually wind up bouncing back just fine. A fire can destroy an entire forest. But come back years later, it's a vibrant field. Get it? You've got rebirth on your side. But most of us happen to be born mortal. So a lot of times, we don't bounce. We fall flat on our face, eat shit, and don't get back up. You can't be beaten down by the way the world is and be broken for good. Your fingers can't get chewed off before your life even begins. Just like that.
So you're sad because it's unfair? Just can't take it anymore? Boo-hoo? There's a lot of things that aren't fair, Eve.
Of course, you can't grasp the concept. Why would you? The last time I saw you, you were a wreck. Now you're as good as new. That's why you should embrace it. You get renewal eventually. Embrace it. The rest of us get one.
This is so,
Catharsis.
this is so just...
I have nothing.
It's so heavy. Yosemite breathes violently. Her chest heaves in and out. She balls her hands into fists. Here it comes. After all this time, she might finally take a swat at me.
I've already been renewed.
And she walks away, towards the mountain.
Hey! Hold on, don't just...
She keeps walking, ignoring me. No snarking off or a flimsy attempt to get the last word in. She just walks.
What the hell? Don't just let me get away with all that.
At least try. Give me a good punch or something. Right in the kisser. Come on, just do it. I've gotten away with so much already. No one's ever raised a hand or gotten physical with me. All this time, even in the parking lot when I was headbutting her. She must take pride in being a pacifist, huh? I hate it so much. She thinks she's enlightened now. Does she think she's made it? That has to be it. The altruism is a farce. It's only so it's only so she can herself the authority to save me.
What?
For the gratification and ego boost that comes with it. God damn it. This headache sucks. Yosemite sucks. It's all some game. It's all to prove a point. Or a lack of point. It's so fruitless. I know how she thinks. This music's great for this, by the way. I know who she is. I thought I might have known her better than she knew herself. So why is she able to get past it? I thought we were miserable together, you know? So if that's not it, if we don't share that, we don't share anything, my feelings have been clear, crystal from the very start. I suck in as much of the dry air as my wheezing body will allow. The breath I take in scrapes against my lungs. Yosemite stops. Now it's her turn. She gets to experience it now, how it feels to be stopped dead in your tracks, as every piece of progress you feel like you've made is to be called into question.
I hope you
It burns as I scream. My throat feels like I'm gargling nails, but I let the words be as loud as they need to be.
And you know what, Yosemite? I hope no one remembers that you were the wretched park that spawned your useless life!
She rubs her eyes. It might have been something that got stuck in there, because she just flicks it away.
Until you're sick of it and then some. Ass.
Keeps walking. Keeps walking. Why does she keep walking? I take one step forward, stumble, and try to catch up. On the 5th step, I stumble again.
Get out of my life! You think I want you and the rest of you freaks here? You're all pathetic! Hypocrites! Self-righteous hypocrites! Just die already!
She is really screaming at herself right now, isn't she?
God.
The distance between us grows larger. I scream at her while closing the distance. Eventually, my voice gives out. Yeah, she is, like, really...
Oh boy, I'm nervous.
She is really
Y'all ever met a king
screaming about
before?
herself at this point.
Every time I look in the mirror.
That's not a good answer,
That's
definitely.
your mush. Big cheese mouth Via's cruising on down.
My Via? Oh, Lord! He has a stone crown. The stones... Oh, it's you.
The stone's part letting one walk through. He has a crown of some kind on his head, slipping off because it doesn't fit quite right. It looks like it's made of cardboard. Did he get it from the burger
Wait,
joint?
it's supposed to be a Burger King crown?
The King Rock clears his throat.
Why does he have glasses?
What's up? What's up?
Let me kill them. No. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
This goes on for quite a long time. Silence.
You know the greeting of my people.
This is almost worse. There's a long... Oh,
It's
right,
me!
Still you.
There's a long silence. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Finally, the king speaks.
That's pretty groovy.
I think they like you, Yellowstone.
She is basically their god.
Aw, jeez, really? Glad someone does.
Welcome, Big Rock. You are now in the place to be. Party Central, baby. I am King Myvia, the big cheese round this popsicle stand.
I want to strangle them all. You know what? I've never agreed with Death Valley more. Can we murder them all?
Howdy-o, Daddy-o. I'm Yellowstone, and these guys are Zion and Val.
Oh, I got the deets on the Reaper. The real dirty deets. Mighty kind of you to bring back my little buddy and deliver the kidnapper to our kingdom. The Heretic Prince.
Cerberus!
Heretic Prince, Heretic Prince, Heretic Prince.
How about we just call him the rock formerly known as the Heretic?
No, we can't make a rock joke and a prince joke in the same joke.
Not cool. We gotta be on the same page here, small twig creature.
It's Dwayne.
See, dudes, he prefers to be called a prince.
Dwayne. Prince Dwayne.
Dwayne hops around, probably the most I've ever seen him move so far, and he doesn't look too happy to be called a prince to me.
Silence!
All the stones stop their jibber-jabbering, now quiet as, well, rocks.
I mean, that makes sense.
Listen up, dudes. The Heretic Prince and the Siren who's put the shamoos on him shall be met
Wait,
with...
hold on. That's supposed to be the like, his siren wife? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yay! Wait, no, that's bad. Why are you doing that?
It's our motto that you have to always be moving, always be grooving. The Heretic Prince rejects this, so he fled to live a life of sloth and hedonism. Pretty big sin there, man. moving! And his partner in crime, the one who protects him from his groovy responsibility. Our tormentor for decades.
This story!
Reaper.
The dozens of stones around us start booing and hissing in unison. A couple of them even throw themselves at Val.
No wonder she thinks of herself as a demigod. She's the princess.
That's right. And I do it all again.
You weren't even doing this intentionally!
Miss Valley, you're really not helping your case right now.
Is it so wrong for a father to miss his son? To hate that he chooses not to inherit the holy crown? To not move? To never groove?
Bludgeoning tourists to death is way worse. Whoa, hang on. Let's talk about this.
I don't know what there is to talk about, Big Rock Dude. The heretic prince has rejected the sacred commandment of continuous locomotion. He does not move,
Come on,
nor
babe.
groove. He can't even go with the flow. Kind of a bummer, man.
Bummer, man.
But isn't he going with the flow by choosing his own way to go?
Everyone's quiet.
Drop them deets, Big Rock.
Well, if you guys are going with the flow, maybe the flow's not the same for everyone. Maybe people have different ways of going with the flow. The flow's not always the same way to go, you know?
In the distance of the desert, I hear a bird chirping.
Yes. You've got the flow, but you've got to show me a bit more, you know.
Oh god, it's a rap battle!
On his little John Doe.
He's a stone's throw away, as flies the crow, and if you want to see him, you could always come and go. But to execute him now, well, that's just low. I hate
Oh.
this so much, just let me go. Doing great, Yellowstone. Now hit him with the death blow. Don't think your love is something he'd outgrow. Just need some room to move his elbow. There you go, Daddy-o.
The big cheese stares down from his mighty rock pile. It's hard to tell what the stones are thinking most of the time, but the little carved out area of his face seems old in nature. If he were a human, I bet he'd have a beard.
Dwayne's just trying to live the way he wants to. He's happy with Val. He's happy being just a little guy. If you really love him, just be happy he's happy.
Is this true, my prince? Is this what you really want? Ewo, Ewo! Ewow! Ewo, Ewo, Ewo! Ewo, Ewo! Ewo!
What are they saying?
How the heck should I know? Yeah.
Ewo! Ewo, Ewo! Ewo! Ewo!
Dad.
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Son.
It doesn't sound right when he then says a word.
A small pebble slides down the stony cheeks of King Mavia.
Mavia.
I've got no idea what they just said, but it's making me all emotional.
Very well. I vibe with these terms.
So you'll stop trying to kill us?
Temporary truce until you leave our realm. Word. On one condition.
Let's hear it.
The Reaper is exiled upon your departure. If the she-devil ever shows her ghastly mug to us hopping and bopping rocks, the deal will be void, bro.
Hold up! Works for me.
So wait, so now she has to go and live with them in the
I think
cabin because
so.
she's not allowed in her own park?
Yay! I knew you could do it. Huh? I knew you knew I could do it. And I knew you could do it.
What about my home?
I pick Zion up and spin her around as the rocks around us cheer.
This is bullshit. No way that's all it took. Just some awful kindergarten rap?
It's the freshest thing this side of the Colorado.
No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. This is
West
stupid.
Coast, Best Coast! I mean, that's probably not wrong, but don't.
I can't believe it.
I am grateful to have met you, Big Rock Yellowstone. Perhaps we cannot shake hands, but I bid you the status of equal and a hearty Howdy-o! 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 Howdy-o!
The stems all leap together, throwing and rolling in unison to their rise into the sunset.
Goodbye! I'll never forget you! Unless I do! But goodbye anyway! Just look at him, frolicking through the harsh desert sands. Ain't it a thing of beauty?
Emu.
It is. It really is.
Uh-oh, hold on. I just had a terrible thought.
What?
What if they go and get her painting from the store because they, she has to move in with them? And so the painting is not in the store anymore when the two of them get to the top of the damn mountain.
Oh no.
Hey, sunshine. I got something for you.
Where am I supposed to live?
Ooh, a present?
She's gonna punch you.
She got
Whack.
whack.
Ow! That's for exiling me from my ancestral homeland, you big idiot! What? It was a good deal. I'm sorry.
Good deal! Val gives a big sigh.
But I gotta hand it to you. You handled that cleaner than I would've.
Of course.
You really think so?
Yeah, I would have killed them all.
Yeah. And don't make me say it again.
She looks down and shuffles her feet. For someone who's so usually rowdy and loud, she almost looks delicate right now.
Of course she does. She's clearly a princess.
So, I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. And I ain't saying it's my fault. Just that demigods sometimes don't sweat the small stuff. And, yeah? Well, I guess what I'm saying is, I'm sorry for being a pain in the ass. And stuff.
It's
Aw,
Eve.
Val. Ever since last night, I thought you were bad news. Bogus. That might be a teeny bit true, but you're actually pretty neat. So maybe you ain't no sheriff. But you know what? You're my favorite deputy. We good then? Yeah. We Gucci.
We Gucci!
Bring it in, partner.
No.
No hug.
No hug.
Of course you hug.
Everyone hugs.
No.
Darn Skippy. If you're gonna be bunking with us, you gotta learn how to be a grade A hugger. Wait, what? I mean, where else you gonna go? Can't just stay here. That'll void the truce. Do we have room in the cabin, though?
We will make room in the
She
cabin.
can sleep on the floor with you and me.
Dwayne hops on my shoulder. His weight crushes me, and I almost fall to the ground. That's okay, though. It might bruise later, but he just wants to join in on the love.
You come with us too, Dwayne. Don't get used to it. I'm only sticking around until the mess you caused blows over. Then I'm out. You got that? Yeah. Whatever you say, Miss Demigod.
Okay, I think that's gonna have to be it for this episode. We'll come back next time to continue on in new roommates in a cabin that doesn't have room for her, and also what are they gonna have to build a bigger cabin now?
I don't know.
Unclear. What is clear is the future is very uncertain, and you guys are awesome. And there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Goodbye.